Alright, are live. Here we are. Alright. Did I forget to put on the chat thing? Oh shoot, okay. I might have forgot. Right. Stream? Yeah, I forgot how to. Said the fries were so good that not even his tears could stop it. Drive-through like 2 cars from here, 30 minutes. Gotta see if the fast food line takes 30 minutes. Yes, is Long John Silver's open? Yeah, do I need to 5 minutes? Okay. Alright, we are live. Alright, which is open. Oh, we saw it. I'm gonna go check on my food real fast. If anyone joins, it's just tell me. Is my mic not working? Oh, no, not it is. No, wait, my food is working. Okay, apparently my food never turned on. For some reason, it never turned on. Oh, hello, 2 viewers. How are you? I'm just pulling up my channel real fast. Yeah. Oh, hello, 2 viewers. Here we are. Wait, 2 people are watching right now? Someone's watching? Hello? Peter. Oh, I forgot the 12. Gun, rocks, and 12. But guys, if you can see the text, just make sure to send me a code. Actually, let me see if y'all can see the text. Y'all can't see the text. Oops. There we are. I don't think that worked. Sorry, people. I need to somehow fix this. Guys, I messed something up. I messed something up very badly. There we go. I think y'all can see this. Yeah. Oh, we have 2 people watching. Yay. Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh. Hopefully y'all can see the text now. I don't know if y'all can see the text. Oh, okay, y'all can still see the text. Alright. I'm gonna go check out my code now. Guys, bad news, my food was never on. Alright, people. I'm back. I want to start bringing my fat for some reason. Let's go invite some people. Hello, now I'm screaming. Just. Let's see if the scammer joins too. The scammer joins, it's gonna be good and big a deal. Just in case someone joins. Darren? The fuck? I'm not even watching it except for myself. Now, if you're watching this, I can chat right now. See what my talking is. No. Probably because I was into this. Okay, no one's joining. What if we join them? Okay, where do you refresh private servers? Where do you refresh private servers? Where do you refresh private servers? You just like refresh normally, I'm guessing? Okay. Kinda. Someone's in the server? People are in the server. First server we're joining, LOL. Oh, people are watching! Yo, what's up, people? So I'm trading the admin panel, and we're also joining people as private servers. So if you want to trade for admin panel, send your user in the comments, and I can add them. Or you can add me with my user up there. So I'm gonna check. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, did you see that stuff first? I'll be back. Oh, there's nobody in. Oh, there's still people watching. Yo, what's up, people? What's up? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Hope y'all are having a fantastic day. Never mind. Dang, we don't have anyone watching.
Never done. Celebrate every side of mountain pride.
Passion for this. How do we approach that? I honestly think we just toss 2 straws in there and just go for it. Feels dangerous. Smells creamy. That tastes like somebody juiced it 5 minutes ago. We're gonna give Colombian school lunch a solid B tier. I call it a B plus. And with that, we finished in South America and are moving on to Europe.
Alright, we're back in my private server.
Course school lunch that includes a salad, some roast chicken and vegetables, a bread and cheese plate, some desserts, and Grant takes their school lunch very seriously. In fact, students get between 1 and 1.5 hours just for lunch. First course is a shredded carrot salad. This is so fancy, almost too fancy. Really fresh.
Oh god, that's spicy. Oh god.
The rules, by the way, for grants are very strict. No soda, no candy, no vending machines on campus at all. All food is cooked from scratch by chefs, and no more than 4 times a month can you have any fried food. That is impressive. Second course is roast chicken with vegetables. It's simple, but it looks like fresh food. Let's check the crispy skin. The chicken is incredibly well cooked. Crispy skin, juicy meat. Craziest part is you get one of those fancy napkins that you get in a nice French restaurant. We didn't even talk about the fact that this is served on an actual plate. I know this leave steak clear broccoli. Oh, no. I thought you were going to have something. No. Course number 3, ready to cheese plate. I cannot believe that they're serving a high-quality cheese at school. Well, it's simple, but it consists of for dessert, a piece of fruit presentation. No piece of fruit makes it like a dessert. For me, it's actually perfect. We wash it down. Presentation. Wait, exciting enough. Grant's school lunch is getting good here. Continuing on to Italy, a typical school lunch is chicken alforno, beef rice, salad. This looks like a real thing. Sorry for that chicken alforno. I didn't have moments to watch that film. It was like a perfect roast chicken. Italian schools always use olive oil instead of butter. I'm going to heat it up and drizzle it across our salad if you're okay with that, Max. It's so fancy for a school lunch to have fresh olive oil. It really adds. Then you see how we have those little tomato bits left at the bottom there? And then just take your fresh bread and then you use it as a bomb to make it of that sauce so that your plate is complete. I had some water. Was it good? A little bit, yeah. And it tastes like Italian water. It tastes exactly like water. Did you see that? It's right out. We gotta see that.
No, I don't.
Italian school lunch was just slightly above.
Okay, but I've been to Uber houses.
Here, move on to Spain. Lunch is served in a 3-course meal that includes soup and rice,
Not
fish
many.
and salad, and a sweet dessert. Course number 1, soup and rice. I usually hate soup packed as well for the soup's better. It's what course number 2. Course number 2, we got fish and a side salad. Fish in Spanish schools is served at least 2 to 3 times a month. I love fish. It's a little bit of a sad piece of fish. I would like some better presentation here. But it tastes a lot better than a side salad. I just love a side salad. Very healthy. I feel like as a young kid, I would not be bothered about this. Max at 12 years old, this over pizza, no pizza. Now course number 3, the dessert. We got flan. Do you like flan?
Do we have a viewer? Yo, what's up, viewer?
That is absolutely best. Before we give our tier ranking, there's one more thing. In Spain, they care so much about what the students think of the food that they actually have in school use the emojis to let the students rate meals. I don't know about the first 2 dishes, but that dessert, I'm gonna go with 2. I've got the emoji. I've also got the fire emoji. I don't understand why they paired that rice with that soup, but the overall experience was fire. Spain's school lunch is getting B tier. And this brings us to the United Kingdom, where students get fish fingers, baked beans, chips, a bread roll, and grape juice. There's a reason my tray looks better than Max's here, and that's because in the United Kingdom, better behaved students can earn golden table privileges, which come with shiny gold tableware and the perk of being served before everyone else. It's not fair. You should have behaved. Max, I'm going to show you a little lunch hack that some students do. You take a roll of bread and you cut that roll of bread open, and then you stack on some of these nice crispy fish fingers, then French fries, chips. Last but not least, I'll put some of those Heinz baked beans over the top. This is a UK lunch hack called a fish finger sandwich. You can enjoy your fancy sandwich, your cold, this, that, the other thing. I'm gonna eat them like a normal person. It also tastes better with the gold tray and the gold plate. Wash it down with grape juice. I love how fancy Max is. Look how much more fun I'm having than Max. mind my sandwich? Sure. Psych. That's called bullying, right? I love this one. I'd give it a B tier. Honestly, I think he's only saying that because he didn't have to play. I'll meet you at D. Fine. The UK school lunch gets D tier. And we'll move down to Sweden, which serves meatballs, boiled potatoes, crisp bread, lingonberry jam, and more. Before we eat, Sweden is famous for having its teachers come in and sit with the students to teach proper posture, proper eating habits. So I invited my old history teacher to come in and just watch over us while we eat. Don't worry. What's going on, Mr. Heather? How's it going? Very nice to meet you, Max. A little nervous now we got a teacher here. With that, Max, dive in. You already know I'm going for the meatballs. I'm gonna go for one of these juice before Nick. Put attention. I'm gonna dip it in the jam. This jam, lingonberry jam, it's a little bit less tart than cranberries, but they put it on everything. So you can put it on this crisp bread, you can put it on your meatballs or potatoes. If you use your flat with it, we do it together. My bad, sorry. Show Max how it's done, by the way. Work. Don't spill it. See that? Max, go ahead and try again. A little bit more like this time. Straight up. Got it. It's always good to sit up straight while you're eating.
Alright. Need what else? Go away.
We've got pea soup, rye bread, carrot and tomato salad, orange kiseli, and skim milk. In Finland, they eat in complete silence for the first 10 minutes to encourage mindful eating. So we're going to do exactly that.
Fashion's all about choices. Cafe appliances, like the choice of finishes and hardware to create a kitchen that's unmistakable. Everybody wants this. Cafe. And see, the Tupperware's moment to all the leaders May 1st.
I have no chat read.
And every single cafe is pea soup day. All sorts of places in Finland, hospitals, schools, that's what I actually happen to disagree. I like the pea soup. I think it's seasoned super well. But I know you're thinking F tier, so I'll settle with you at D tier. And that brings us to Germany for some chicken schnitzel, mashed potatoes, peas, and can't tell what looks worse. Less or what do you guys think? I think it's probably me and Max. How about this? Subscribe if you think we worse, and like if you think no worse. Before we eat, I think it's good to let you know that the students in Germany call this food Flugzeugsessen, which means airplane food, because it's really bland, comes on a tray, and it always tastes the same. I'm feeling optimistic. The schnitzel does look pretty good. I don't know, Max. To be honest, this will be correct. I have no seasoning. I think I'll fail that. But anything that can help German school lunch, it is up to me. Try some peas. This is meat if he tips this. I know we're not through yet, but this might be the most boring school lunch in the world. It's gotta go after. Couldn't agree more. We're moving on to Russia to have chicken cutlet, beef salad, beet soup, and tea. In some Russian towns, grandmothers come to serve the food, so I brought in a Russian grandmother to serve this one for us. What is that? I should explain back. She doesn't speak English, so she has absolutely no idea what you're saying. There you go. Max, do you want to start trying the chicken? She's gonna cut it for us. I'm gonna try this soup, Max. That's a little scared, but try it, yeah. Interesting. Fun fact about Russian school lunch is that it's actually called obiad, which means dinner because this is the main hot meal of the day. And then in Russian tradition, you always have tea. Oh shit. Heroes of this basic experience. So we'll go with 19. Now, here's the move on to Africa.
Oh, I'm dropping smoke. Oh my god.
There's meat, Nick. Not everything needs meat, Maximus. Crazy flavor profile. Unreal. A depth of flavor you wouldn't expect. See, not everything actually needs meat. I can tell this is gonna be filling. We're gonna have to agree to disagree. The other thing I noticed right away, these fresh cucumbers and tomatoes. Summing up this meal with one word is just fresh. Even that fresh chopped parsley on the vegetables elevates this school lunch to a whole meal. What's going on here, Nick? Morocco is incredibly famous for its tea. I'm not sure if you've seen this in videos, but in Moroccan tea culture, the higher the pour, the better the food. People in Morocco are so good at pouring the tea from high up that kids will actually learn this and practice this at home because it's a real skill to have. You know I'm competitive, Max, so we're gonna do a little challenge. Who can pour from higher without spilling? I feel like we're not gonna be able to agree who does better on this, so we're gonna let you decide. Comment down below who does a better job with this right now. Create that foam, Max. No spillage. Here's a look at my spillage. Now, Nick, here we go. Diving slopes. Here's a look at my results. Comment below. We need to know who you think. As for the rating, Morocco school lunch is getting a B tier. Moving on to Nigeria, a typical school lunch is jollof rice, steamed vegetables, stewed chicken, and chavita juice. Jollof rice is one of the most popular dishes in all of West Africa, and I'm very excited to try it. It smells insane. So flavorful. It's the perfect amount of spice. Watch when I break this chicken too, it is falling apart. It's insanity. A little bit like an Indian curry chicken. This chicken, by the way, is so popular in West Africa that kids call it party chicken because it's served at parties. People love it that much. And speaking of parties, a lot of schools actually have a dance party with music during lunchtime, and we're going to do exactly that. Not gonna lie, Max, I think Nigeria deserves their very first S tier. Next up is Ethiopia, where a typical school lunch is injera with lentils, stew, cooked vegetables, and mango juice. Visually, what do we think? Is this lunch? Yes, this is a spongy fermented flatbread. It's traditional in Ethiopia for kids to eat off the same tray, so what we can do is just tear the injera. It smells really good. It's almost like a sandwich. I almost don't want to eat it. I just want to play with it. What we do here is we use our right hand to dip it into the stew, soak up some of the juice in there, and then you eat it. Amazing. Those soft chickpeas, the seasoning in there. That's one of the best bites of food I've had in a while. I didn't tell Max this yet, but traditionally in Ethiopia, people will give each other what's called a gursha, which is a bite fed by hand, and it's a sign of love or friendship. So Max, please open up. Wait, do you love me or are you my friend? You licked my fingers a little bit, that's okay. I'm gonna start going around asking all my friends for a gursha. The lentils, too, look expertly cooked. If those lentils taste good, this might be S tier. They're alright. They're alright. I still think it might be S tier. I think the same exact thing. I'm just gonna say it. Ethiopia school lunch is an easy S tier. Moving on to South Africa.
Oh, my looking at Chinese.
We have pup and beans, a polony sandwich, and cereals juice. Right away, the pup here almost looks like a circular chicken breast. It's like a half onion to me or something. This right here is a thick corn porridge, and we're gonna eat it in the traditional style with our hands. We grab some of the pup, and you kind of push it together. Okay, like this. Hold that with your 4 fingers, and then you want to go onto the beans, and you use your thumb to kind of smush the beans into it. And we've got a beautiful bite right there of pup.
Lucky block.
The flavor combination is so unique. It's a little bit earthy, almost like a little bit grainy, but then there's a bit of a sweet corn flavor. The thing is, you can wash it down with some cereal juice. It's a really popular South African brand, almost like a pineapple flavor. We would call it bologna. We would call it bologna. Like, there's something better. It's not him per se, but it's so good. These might not be my favorite flavors of anything we've had, but in ranking this one, I'm going to give a lot of extra points for the experience of eating it. But South African school lunch right in the middle at C tier. Next up is Egypt. We have food metamess, baladi bread, carrots, and sugarcane juice. Commonly in Egypt, students actually go out and buy their lunch from street vendors because there's all sorts of amazing street food in Egypt. And what they most often buy is this thing right here that is food metamess. This here is baladi bread, or Egypt's version of pita. We'll open this up and then take some of those stewed fava beans to make a pita pocket. There's no beef in here, no beans, just beans. Just beans. Before I make any judgments, let's try this sugar. Like go to street stands for this as well. You get that amazing fresh pressed sugarcane juice. I personally love sugarcane juice. This is not quite there since it's canned, but it's still very good. One other thing, in Egyptian street food culture, the vendors will often hand the kids a free pickle or olive. So we got one in each hand. Make a choice. Oh, that means I got the olive. Makes it a little more fun. On one hand, I love that kids are going out and getting their food from street vendors. That's such a cool thing to do. It's like a little mini field trip throughout the day. But on the other hand, I just wish it was a little bit more exciting. Not my favorite Egypt school lunch. We're going with D tier. And that means we finished with Africa. So now let's head to Asia, with our first stop being Japan, where students get chicken katsu curry, rice, miso soup, and fresh milk. For this section, Max is dressed up as one of the students on lunch team. Because there are no janitors in Japanese schools, the students take turns serving food, cleaning up, and wiping down trays, meaning that the entire school lunch is run by students like Max. They also don't eat in the cafeteria. Instead, students are served at their desks in the classroom, so we're going to do the same. Thank you. Oh, and before I eat, most kids bring their own chopsticks in cute cases like this. It's a total flex to have cool ones like mine. Max, what'd you bring? Only my favorite chopsticks. Hello, kitty. Mine totally got mixed up with someone else's. This chicken katsu curry is one of the best things we've seen all day, and I'm not surprised. Listen to this. And now, the best part, I get to wash it down with some fresh Japanese milk. This might be the creamiest milk I've ever had. I'm putting Japanese school lunch right up in A tier. Next is South Korea, where we'll have pork bulgogi with doenjang jjigae soup, rice, seaweed sheets, kimchi, bean sprouts, and strawberry milk. This is what we're talking about. So many side dishes. I think South Korea, I think it's one of its expensive food where you can pick from all those different dishes. It just looks like exactly that. Rice on there. Thank you. A few bean sprouts. I'm gonna go for this one in one bite. Boom. I get sweet, I got salty, I got sour, I got crispy, I get everything. I'm gonna open up the strawberry milk here. The soup is almost served hot. Sometimes the kids will stir in a little bit of rice to try to cool it down. We'd also be expected to finish all this food because South Korean schools are very serious about food waste. They have the most high-tech school lunch system in the world and use AI scanners to track the food waste every single day. My plate would be cleared every day. South Korea's school lunch is getting S tier. That's a hard one to beat. We're moving on to India, where we have vegetable sabzi, aloo paratha, roti, achar, and mango juice. India serves 100 million children school lunch every single day, and traditionally it's served in what's called a tiffin. That's the coolest looking lunchbox I've ever seen. The problem is I have no idea how to open it. Here, let's just stick this. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Kids will bring their own pickled vegetables that their parents made, and everyone likes to trade with each other to see what other people's pickles taste like. Oh, mine smells way better than yours. I'm gonna trade with you. In India, lunch is also most commonly eaten on a rug on the classroom floor, so here we are. Let's dig in. Grab some of this, get some potato in there. Strong lack of flexibility right now. I can't even get to the food. Definitely delicious. This is easy. I'm spider again. It's really tough. Here. How much better? Much better. Wow, that was very good. Oh, really sugar spicy. My hands are so while I can still talk, I'm gonna give Indian school lunch in tier. Next is Thailand, where we've got Sunday chicken, rice, soup, fried egg, watermelon, and yogurt.
I mean, they drop absolutely fucking useless craft updates.
Right hand, your hold your left hand, also food in your spoon, then flavors, perfectly.
Come on, take a touch.
I'm gonna try the soup here. I love the flavor. Almost like a miso soup. It makes sense that it tastes so fresh because the meals in Thailand and school are meant to taste like home. And watermelon is a very classic side here. flavors. We've got 2 flavors of the classic yogurt drink they love in Thailand. Which one would you like, blueberry or mixed fruit?
God. Stupid fucking landmine, bro.
Taste. Thai school lunch is getting eaten. And next is Vietnam, where a typical school lunch is beef stir-fry, sweet and sour fish soup, rice, dragon fruit, and soy milk. What's the first thing you notice when you look at this food? Fish bones. In Vietnam, they teach the kids from a young age to look out for fish bones and fish skins. So you'll notice there are fish bones here, there's a fish head right here, and there's even a whole shrimp with the head on. I kind of wish I got this learning lesson when I was little. Ooh, I love the flavor in the soup. You can tell they use real fish bones to make this. Just has some perfect depth. I'm gonna go for some of that beef stir fry. You really can't go wrong with beef stir fry. One cool thing here is that most schools in Vietnam don't allow home-packed school lunches, so you have to eat at school. Which I can't tell if I like or don't like, because on the one hand, everyone has the same food, so you're all treated the same. On the other hand, it's kind of fun to trade. Speaking of trades, though, the one thing kids look out for, that's the dragon fruit. If you can get your hands on red dragon fruit, it is considered a prized trade. So if Max got red dragon fruit at lunch, you would really want to trade with me. Have a drink. I haven't had much sugar in my life, but that's probably the best, most flavorful soup. I'm usually a fan of tastes. I love Vietnamese food, but we agree this wasn't quite exciting enough. We're gonna put a Vietnamese school lunch. It's full sauce. Moving on to Indonesia, we have nasi goreng with egg, sliced cucumber, shrimp crackers, sambal, and a box of tea. I'm loving the shape of this tray and the colors. Everything just pops. I mean, we have pink shrimp chip. I just gotta do it. Let's break the egg up. Oh man. Nasi goreng is one of my favorite dishes in the world, so I was going to go right here. Do you eat it like a nacho? I don't see why not. That's a great idea. I'm going to load you up with this sauce. Wait, did you hear that? Yeah, that's crazy. Listen, when you dip these shrimp crackers, it's like the hot rocks. That sambal might be my favorite part. If you haven't heard of sambal, it's a spicy chili paste. Absolutely delicious. It goes so well on everything. This one's maybe a level 1 spice, and I've also got a level 2, level 3, and a level 4. We're going to spin this wheel here to see which one each of us wants to taste, because kids growing up in Indonesian schools like to dare each other to try a spicier and spicier sambal. Ready? Oh, you got the least spicy one. Nick, you're up. You've got to be kidding me. Let's go! Gotta eat the whole thing, Max. Your turn. Give yourself a nice piece. Alright, a little bigger, okay? You gotta swallow that. Any juice in? I was gonna go C, but because that was so enjoyable watching Nick suffer, Indonesia school lunch is getting B tier. Next up is Bangladesh, where we've got khichdi, a comforting lentil rice, as well as spiced mashed potatoes, curried egg, raw green chilies, and some lemon. We eat this traditionally using 3 fingers, where we'll pick up nice little bits of this, and then in you go. I know you well enough to know you're gonna love it. Really? Oh yeah, that will be. Spiced mashed potatoes here are called faloo. What you do is you also take the fingers and you roll it into like this nice little ball that you can then just simply. Oh no, that's so done. Just when I thought mashed potatoes were gonna get better. Comparing this to the German mashed potatoes, night and day. Try the egg. That's not what I expected. It's delicious. Whatever that is, definitely elevates the egg. Before we give Bangladesh a rating, I think one of us needs to eat a chili. How do you play rocks, paper, scissors, shoot in Bangladesh? You read my mind. Hathor, Kagosh, Hachi, Cholo. Oh, it's a time! Hathor, Kagosh, Hachi, Cholo. Let's go. We're going to go tier Bangladesh. Continuing on with China, we're having chicken thighs, grilled veggies, drop soup, rice, and soy milk. Lunch breaks in China are 2 hours, making it the longest lunch anywhere. Wait, 2 hours? We might be here for a while. What do we think? Country like Tokyo. For a chicken thigh, I go with a little egg drop soup. Egg drop soup is packed with flavor. It's very good. If I was at school lunch in China and I was allowed to get seconds, you bet I'd be running up and getting as much of this chicken as I possibly could. At first, by looking at this, I didn't think it was going to be quite as good, Max. And this
Coco
is so
fanto
far
elefanto.
very, very good. There's only one thing different. I'm not a big soy milk fan. I'll preface it with that. Milk should come from cows. This sort of thing battles me. I wish there were anything at this point. China's school lunch. We're going with beans. Moving on to the Philippines, we have a Morgadova Bahan set that's got cake cabbage, white rice, and sesame. Lunch in the Philippines is traditionally brought to school in these lunch boxes called bento box or something. Yeah, I like it a lot. This is super convenient. This my type of food, I can tell you. We're going to use a spoon in the right hand, push in the food. Got a little bit of rice here. Oh, look at that. I can already tell it's going to be good. Try the drinks. It's almost like a Filipino company. Does it have the same design? Some has. It does. I straw. Not hosted on the tray, but it is delicious. I would say my biggest takeaway of this lunch is that it's the most home-cooked of anything we've had. And I don't mind that. It lacks the use factor. To your point, it does feel very lean and nutritious. I think it's fair to put Filipino school lunch in C tier. And moving now to Malaysia, we've got nasi lemak bungkus, which is a coconut milk rice served with chicken, spicy chili paste, fried anchovies, roasted peanuts, and a boiled egg, all served with a Milo drink. This is one of the coolest little bags of food I've ever seen. Love the presentation. It's like a present. Can we unwrap it? Let's do it. It's very gentle here. No idea what's inside. This whole thing is eaten with our hands. No utensils, no paper plate, no nothing. No more thrown off by the It's easy, Max. Just get in there, grab some rice, a little bit of chicken, throw some slice in there.
Go big Campbell.
My mouth is just watering from all the different flavors that are in this. But I'm actually wondering this, whether a chocolate malt beverage is going to go well with this. Interesting. Tastes more like a chocolate bar in liquid form than it's chocolate milk. It's like a dark chocolate too. This one's gotta rank high. Malaysia school lunch is getting a solid B tier.
How about whole lunch with a solid eating?
Stretches I take every day. It's super easy to incorporate before or after workout or before bed, and it only takes me 10 minutes.
Wait, I gotta get Woody.
Next up, we have Lebanon, where we'll have za'atar flatbread, cucumber sticks, fruit, and pyramid juice box. I mean, the food looks okay, but I'm dying to see what's going on.
Let me in, please.
Yeah, I've never seen a pyramid triangle-shaped drink before. Just gotta bite it off. Wow. That is some of the freshest tasting pineapple juice I've ever had. I feel the shape makes it taste better. I want to take a look at this za'atar flatbread.
Come on!
It's crispy. You can tell there's going to be a nice crunch. So much texture, so much flavor. Listen.
Tang tang keletang.
Do it traditionally. You tear off a little bit of the bread. Get some of that lump now. A little cucumber on top. Give yourself a little roll up.
Oh!
As well as that pyramid drink is taking the school.
Game fucking sucks!
Small banana. I'm amazed by the freshness, seasoning, and simplicity of this school lunch. I think we'd put Lebanon in C tier. And with Asia finished, we'll jump now to Oceania. We'll try the classic Australian school lunch of sausage rolls, shapes chips, kiwi slices, and a breakfast drink. Since Australian students eat outside, we're going to do the same, but not before putting on our magpie defense helmets. What is this? When eating outside, these birds called magpies will actually dive bomb and attack your head. So this is a real thing that some people will do to make sure their head doesn't get attacked while they're eating lunch. You look ridiculous. However, let's go. First priority, look out for the magpies. Second priority, eat lunch. Sausage roll? Sure. Very buttery and flaky. Super unhealthy, I think. Although you bet I'm washing that down with some fresh cold kiwi. And then these shapes chips. Supposedly it's a very popular snack. I shipped a bunch of different flavors straight from Australia. I mean, they're of shapes. Whoa. It tastes like if you were to put the ramen seasoning packet on a cracker. Very umami. These are the best part of the whole tray. This drink here, very famous breakfast shake in Australia. It's supposed to be sort of a
Australia!
very unpleasant.
Alright.
Our walk by while we're filming. It's a tough one to explain. How are you? Sorry about this. I think it's safe to say Australian lunch is going easy. And that means our final school lunch is Antarctica, where we'll have whoosh, a hot stew made from ice, dried meat, and biscuits. I'm very confused. But looking at it, before we eat the actual dish, which is kind of disgusting, I wanted to first show you all the ingredients in this lunch. These are called sledging biscuits. It's a very hearty biscuit that people use in Antarctica to survive. This is pemmican, a mix of dried meat and fat. And this is ice.
Yo,
If you put it all together, you get something called whoosh. What does it look like? Well, here's the thing. There are technically no official schools in Antarctica. If there were, this might be what their school lunch would look like. If it could drop it with the super I think you can all understand now why I saved this one for last. I just can't see myself put that in my mouth right now. I don't think that was right position. Too, Nick. I'm gonna sue. Oh! However, there's like beef jerky. I don't think I can do it. Well, wash it down with some hot chocolate at least. Better. That makes up for everything. What are we giving as our final ranking, Max? Well, F. I don't know if I'm allowed to do this, but I am going to add a brand new category to the tier list and put Antarctica school lunch in C tier. It's as bad as it gets. One last rock, paper, scissors. Whoever loses has to eat the whoosh. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh, stash it again. Oh. I've been streaming for 47 minutes, and yet I've only had 5 views.
This is the. Before I show you what it is, they're also going to try the Japanese square watermelon, the world's most expensive chocolate, and so. These one of the rarest snacks in the United States with only 1,000 boxes ever made. This box right here only cost me $10, but as the video moves on, the items are going to get rarer and rarer and eventually priceless. First look, what do you guys think? I like the idea of sweet and salty. So supposedly this cracker is literally just half Oreo with the Oreo cream and half Ritz cracker with peanut butter. Yeah. I just forgot this was released in like 2019. Spit it out. I like Oreos, so I like that half. The Ritz. Forgettable. Our next two items are this glass of donkey milk from Serbia and this reindeer cheese from Sweden. Are you joking? I don't know about this. So hear me out. This glass and this tube of reindeer cheese each cost me $25. I don't even like cheese to begin with, so this is oh, what do you think? It's not good. Yeah, I'll take your word for it. What makes this so rare is the fact that reindeer make such little milk. Only about a tenth of what a cow produces each day. Donkey milk, on the other hand, is much rarer. So believe it or not, we wanted to get donkey cheese, but Novak
Alright,
we're
back.
Who wants to taste the donkey milk first? I'll give it a whirl. Go on. Give it a try. Barry? While Mars is trying it, I'm going to let you know that the combination of donkey milk with the closest milk is the rest of them. This is called a long neck avocado. These are so hard to find, each one costs $15. We're open at 13. Yeah, that's perfect. It's like a guitar. I love it. Inside, it does look just like a normal avocado. In fact, I think the color is even nicer. For you guys, I made some fresh guacamole. All of this guacamole came from 1/2 of a small long neck avocado. Here. Moving on to a true delicacy, these are ant eggs, also known as ant egg caviar. The single can here costs $100. I don't know if you this right. Please, I don't know if you're being serious. Serious. It's a delicacy all across Southeast Asia. Citrusy. Delicious. The party's gonna start. Because this is one of the more adventurous items in this video, I'm gonna let you guys off easy and fast forward to another $100 item. Later in the video, we're going to try the rarest and most expensive caviar in the world. So that's why I'm not making you try the end. This is a Japanese square watermelon. There are only 300 every year, and technically, it also costs $100. But to get one reservation, and it's basically to get one reservation, means this item is so they're grown in this like special square, and that's how they get the shape. This is my single favorite fruit. So unfortunately, these are they're used for decoration and high-end gifts. Perfect. That is so cool. But you You see how it's weirdly colored?
Yeah.
Like it's yellow. It's not edible.
I had the highest hopes to eat this.
Smell it. Smell it.
Wow. This was amazing. Next time.
This is Kopi Luwak, a special kind of coffee. This container here cost me $150.
Where could go order from before Friday,
Why
remember?
don't we make the coffee first and we'll label what we're drinking?
Yes.
Roughly good. You guys have an understanding.
Oh,
I already know.
oh.
That was too good to be true.
None of us have ever used press milk. We think this is the right way. We stir it up. And once we've waited for a bit, you can press that down.
Suspicious. Dog and Mark. Suspicious. Cheers. Good coffee, yeah.
So this ultra rare coffee is actually made by Civet's, which looks sort of like a cat or a weasel.
What do you mean about that?
Oh,
The way it's made is that these animals basically eat these coffee cherries, and then they partially digest them. This reaction happens in their stomach, and when it comes out the other end, it's supposed to taste extra good.
Did I not tell you guys something was suspicious about you? I told you he's always up to something.
Well, here's the thing. One cup of this coffee can cost anywhere from $50 to $150. So there's something about it that people love.
Probably wouldn't know the difference between this and yeah, totally. This is a great morning cup of coffee.
It's like a regular cup of coffee. I wouldn't pay more to get this kind of coffee over regular coffee. It tastes the same.
Certainly. Yeah.
It's time to turn up the heat. Here we have gold Tabasco sauce and jalapeno M&Ms. Each equally difficult to find and $200.
Oh, that's over!
10,000 bottles of this were ever made, and it's been aged for 15 years and comes in this luxurious champagne bottle. As for the jalapeno M&Ms, my thought is they're either going to taste amazing or be absolutely horrible. I do love the back. Like the guy's got the big hat on, he's holding a bunch of jalapenos.
And they're peanut M&Ms, and that's a good story. It's a jalapeno and peanut.
Interesting. Well, I do feel like peanuts go really well with Thai cuisine because it has peanuts and a lot of spice.
Peanut M&Ms are a 10 out of 10 food on their own, so I'm worried that they're good partnership.
Either. Oh, that's
They're big. They're big. No, well, I can barely taste it. Not so spicy.
So initially I wasn't getting any spice. Now I feel a little bit, tiny bit.
Yeah, the fourth quarter they get you. I tasted way more peanut than I did jalapeno, but I love their effort.
It might sound crazy that it's been aged for 15 years. Later in the video, we're going to try balsamic vinegar that's been aged for 15 years. Okay, here we go.
That is really good. Really good, and that has a kick.
It's an interesting color. It's much darker than regular Tabasco.
I feel like it would take over the dominating flavor. Yeah, but this
This next item might be
whoa.
as things get rarer, the cost goes up. So this thing weighs about 1.5 pounds, the same as 1 dozen chicken eggs. We're going to save this. We're going to boil it and try it later with our tap. Moving on, this is called Amazon air water. This water comes from the humidity and condensation from the Amazon rainforest. The case of 4 of these cost a little over $350. Oh my gosh. We're not going to drink this like a regular glass of water. Alright, so this is like a bottle of wine, right? So first we have to decant it, and all of this is you just spent like $50. This is just gonna sit for like any wine, but just open up and make it like water. I gotta be careful.
We've got counts. Bars 5 for this. Cheers. Cheers.
And McFarland Energy, been servicing Massachusetts for 20 years. And now, even more, introducing BioLeaf, a cleaner, greener way to heat your home. No cost to convert, McFarland makes it simple. We're more than just fuel. We're full-service HVAC experts, trusted by local families. And with over 3,500 five-star reviews, you don't need to count on us. Cleaner, greener, and family-owned. That's the McFarland way. Call us today.
He really feels creativity. Let's share your work to
I'm
the world
sure
like
you
you do this. You don't need perfect to show yourself. I am very proud of what I've made, and I give myself a gold star.
It's not blowing me out of the water expectation wise. I don't know if I can taste Amazon.
It's more of a power move to buy your water like this and just be like, this right here, the rarest, most expensive chocolate bar in the entire world. You guys like chocolate?
Love chocolate.
This company only makes a few hundred of these per batch, and they regularly sell for up to $500 per bar. What makes this so rare is the cacao that this comes from. These are cacao pots. This is the fruit where chocolate comes from. And there's this one variety of this fruit from Ecuador that dates back 5,300 years old. A lot of people thought it went extinct until not that long ago. Someone found a few trees in this remote area of the Ecuadorian rainforest.
That looks pure.
Oh,
I have a sort of a
stuff.
idea. 1 second. I have this other box of dark chocolate, also from Ecuador. It's from a company called Blue Stripes.
It's a beautiful bar, though.
Each of these chocolate bars goes for $5. So 5 versus 500. I want to do a blind test. Can this chocolate be worth that much more?
Let's find out.
Put on your blindfolds. I'm going to mix these up so that only we know which one is which. First one. You guys each square.
It's really, really good chocolate. It's not too brittle. It's chewy enough. I don't know.
Now for the second one.
Cheers. This one feels a little less rich, a little lighter, right, Mark? Yeah, the bar is not quite as thick. It's not quite as flavorful, I'll say that.
So which bar are you picking? Number 1 or number 2?
I have to say,
Cacto hippopotamo.
me as well.
Take the blindfolds off. Bar number 1, $5.
I think biting into this first one is so smooth all the way down. Can't go wrong with chocolate either way. Yeah. Can someone please stop what's going on? Why aren't you talking?
This pile of seafood in front of me might not look like much, but because of how rare these are, this cost me $750.
There's so much mobility coming from that. This is not going into my system. I'm telling you right now, guys.
This is abalone, came from California. These are live gooseneck barnacles. They came from Portugal. Abalone is similar to oysters and clams, and it's so incredibly rare that it's a symbol of wealth and prosperity in many Asian cultures.
What about those?
So those are gooseneck barnacles. These are even more rare. These live on certain areas of rocks where the waves are actually that people risk their lives to go and get them, and some people have died. So here's the thing, I'm not letting you guys off easy anymore. We're going to try one of these. I'm happy to try either. You guys pick.
I might have to get going. I'll see you later. It's on my name. Have you noticed? There's something about these that seem a bit more familiar, like opposed to mussels or clams.
Let's try the abalone. The first step here is to clean off the abalone. Sprinkle a little salt on there for it.
What?
Isn't that amazing? Once we put enough salt on there, I'm going to scrub this off a little bit. Some of those darker spots are starting to come off. We're going to scrub, scrub, scrub. And eventually, it'll get all nice and clean like this. And look at how beautiful the shell is. Once it's nice and clean, I'm going to take it out of the shell. Look at the shell.
Whoa, that's epic. That is art.
Looking at it now, are you feeling better about it?
A tad. Yeah, it looks like a scallop.
So the way to prep this now is to slice it super, super thin. And now once I've sliced a bunch of it up, I'm going to sit it back into its own shell. Finishing touches, lemon and soy sauce, and it's ready.
Let's dive in.
Why?
From where it was to where it is now, it looks way more epic.
At $1,000 per bottle, this item right here is technically balsamic vinegar, but that description. This is preserved balsamic. It's aged for 100 years, and only a few bottles are released.
Oh my!
The bottle is blown by a hundred glass.
They really go above and beyond. They're so beautiful. This is elegant.
This box is like what you get a fancy watch. I feel nervous holding a bottle.
Anyone watching?
58 out of 400.
Okay. I'm really.
Why do you have to add this
Get the
update?
bread. Get the bread before we move on.
No one likes this update. We like this.
The foothills of Mount Olympus, home of the Olympic gods. It is a 24-karat gold-infused extra virgin olive oil. I got this beautiful balsamic olive oil splatter. At the bottom there is some of our 100-year-old balsamic. At the top, of course, you can see we have gold flaked olive oil.
You really are the king of plating.
This is nice, right? Just dip in there. Just kind of get in the crevices.
Wow. 10 out of 10. Seriously, 10 out of 10. And the olive oil is a proper way to start a meal.
Next up is a $1,500 item called Elvish honey. And it's rare because the honey has to be harvested in the middle of the night by professional climbers.
That's beautiful. Yeah, I love the honeycomb glass.
And speaking of honeycomb, I wanted to bring in a full frame of honeycomb just because I don't know if you guys have ever seen that before.
No.
This is like nice, good quality, regular honey from a honeycomb.
Oh, wow. That's a dessert.
So there's our baseline.
It's a pretty high bar. different. It smells more like.
From all the wildflowers, I think, right? That's cool.
Yeah.
The more you smell it, the more it kind of opens up something different. Teaspoon? Wow, kind of bitter,
Pure,
though.
very bitter. If you hadn't told me that this is honey, it's so different. I'd have to put my vote for the first one.
You know what's interesting is because it's supposed to have medicinal kind of magical qualities, I wonder if like that's
It doesn't taste like medicine.
in like a kind of a cool way. We've all tried prosciutto, maybe even some jamon, but at the tippity top of the holy grail of ham, there's cinco patas iberico.
I love jamón ibérico.
In front of us is a leg of the finest ham on the planet, but that does result in a hefty
My game's
$2,000
lagging a
price
lot.
tag. That said, I have been lucky enough to try this before, and I will say, as a
I don't even know what's
once in
happening.
a while, having a few slices is worth it.
Alright, let's do it. I'm ready if you are.
So first, I'll make a small cut right here, and then we begin to start trimming away some of that fat. We need to save all of these fat scraps that we cut off. We need them later when we go to cover up the jamon, since we're obviously not going to eat all of it right now. Do either of you guys have any guesses on what makes this so rare?
I would have to guess it's either the number of animals or the way that it's preserved. Maybe it's the process through which the pig itself lives. Or is it only in a specific area of the world?
So it's rare because it comes from a rare purebred pig that eats basically just acorns. And then it's cured by a master ham maker for up to 4 years in the mountains and meadows of Spain. You just want to go back and forth, very, very thin. And as you can see, when I slice, I use the knife. I slice it the whole time. That's how you want it to be sliced. And it's recommended that you actually pick it up with your fingers. Nice long thin slice.
It's just such a staple in Europe, especially in Spain.
Oh my god, it is the best.
In general.
See what you guys think.
So delicious. I like how thin it is, and then you can really taste the different.
Alright, I'm gonna stop live. It was a nice live.